Luis Tagle, also known as Cheeto, has been making headlines with his recent appointment as the prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples. This decision by Pope Francis is seen as a historic moment for the Catholic Church, marking a shift towards a more modern and compassionate leadership. Tagle's journey to this position has been one of faith, dedication, and deep intellectual pursuit. Born in 1957 in Manila, Philippines, he was raised in a humble but deeply religious home. His parents instilled in him the values of kindness, service, and faith, which would shape his future path in the church. Even as a child, Tagle displayed a rare sense of empathy and maturity. He was known for his willingness to help others and his ability to listen. His strong academic performance and deep sense of faith led him to the Ateneo de Manila University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the Philippines. Here, he not only excelled in academics but also actively participated in community outreach programs, emphasizing that faith should be lived, not just preached. His calling to the priesthood became clear early in his life. He continued his studies at the Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, also known as the Angelicum, in Rome, where he earned his doctorate in sacred theology. During his time in Rome, he was deeply influenced by the Second Vatican Council's reforms, which emphasized a more inclusive and people-centered church. This vision would become the foundation of his leadership in the years to come. Tagle was ordained as a priest in 1982, beginning a lifetime of service. He quickly became known for his warm and compassionate nature, earning the nickname, the Smiling Priest. His ministry was focused on being present for his parishioners, offering not just spiritual guidance but also emotional and practical support. He believed that the church should be a place of comfort, especially for those facing hardships. As he rose through the ranks of the church, his leadership style remained rooted in humility and service. His work in Manila as the Archbishop was marked by outreach programs aimed at helping underprivileged communities. He actively engaged with people from all walks of life, reinforcing his belief that the church should be inclusive and responsive to modern challenges. His appointment as the prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples is a significant milestone. This role places him in charge of the church's missionary work, spreading the message of Christianity across the world. His vision aligns with Pope Francis's efforts to create a more open, compassionate, and socially engaged church. Many believe that Tagle's leadership signals a new era for Catholicism. His ability to connect with people, his deep theological understanding, and his commitment to service make him a strong candidate for future leadership within the Vatican. Some even speculate that he could one day become the first Asian pope. With Pope Francis stepping down, the Catholic Church is at a crossroads. The appointment of Tagle suggests a continuation of progressive reforms and a focus on addressing global issues such as poverty, inequality, and secularism. His leadership promises hope and change for millions of Catholics worldwide. As the youngest person to hold this position, Tagle brings fresh perspectives to the Vatican. His emphasis on inclusivity and his understanding of both tradition and modernity make him a key figure in shaping the future of the Church. His journey from a humble home in Manila to one of the most influential positions in the Catholic Church is an inspiring testament to the power of faith and service. As he takes on this new role, all eyes are on him. Will he continue the path of reform, bringing the Church closer to the people? How will his leadership impact the future of Catholicism? One thing is certain: Luis Tagle is a leader to watch, and his vision for the Church could redefine its role in the modern world. However, the selection of a new pope is a complex and highly secretive process. The decision is made by the College of Cardinals, a group of over 100 high-ranking church officials who vote in a conclave. Unlike political elections, there are no public campaigns or debates. Cardinals cast their votes based on their assessment of the Church's needs and the candidate's capabilities. A candidate must secure a two-thirds majority to be elected as the new pope. With Pope Francis's health in decline, speculation about the next leader of the Catholic Church continues to grow. Cardinal Tagle remains at the center of these discussions. His dedication to the Church, his moral leadership, and his vision for the future make him a top contender. If Cardinal Tagle were to become the next pope, it would mark a historic moment in Catholic history. He would be the first Filipino pope and one of the youngest in modern times. His leadership would likely continue Pope Francis's legacy of compassion, inclusivity, and service to the poor. As the world watches closely, one thing is clear: regardless of whether he becomes the next pope, Cardinal Tagle's influence on the Church is profound. He represents a new generation of leadership, one rooted in humility, justice, and a commitment to serving humanity. The coming months will be crucial in determining the future of the Catholic Church. Whether or not Cardinal Tagle takes on the papal role, his journey is far from over, and his impact will continue to shape the Church for years to come.